Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Benjamin, and welcome to our swing state analysis. And today we are going to be discussing, or more accurately, I'm going to be talking to y'all about Nevada. And truthfully, I'm debating whether or not Nevada really is a swing state, because it seems to be that it is a competitive state in terms of margins, but it's just become very difficult for Republicans to win statewide races there. But it is competitive, and there is one county in particular that Republicans have to win in order to win the state at any level, and that's Washoe County here, which has Reno. Now, the dynamics of Nevada are very interesting. It does have a very high Hispanic population, but people who argue that Republicans can be competitive in the state will argue that the state also has a lot of white voters without a college education, which is a very Republican demographic, and they're not wrong. The problem is Hispanics turnout are very difficult to poll in general for a myriad of reasons, and this is well documented. But they also make up a larger portion of the state's population than a lot of other states. So polling numbers are often a little bit more off. For example, I believe polls actually showed Donald Trump winning Nevada in 2016, and yet we all know he lost by about 2% to 3%. So it's not exactly impossible for a Republican to win. It's just very difficult because they have to overcome that there's going to be a slight polling error in favor of that will favor the Democrats on election day, meaning that the polls are off in the Republicans' favor. And this is generally accepted to be true. Of course, we have the county Las Vegas is in. This is Clark, if I remember correctly. And that's probably not going to go Republican ever again. There are 4 districts and only 4 congressional districts. Only one of them is a Republican district. Though 2 of them are competitive districts, somewhat competitive. One more so than the other. And this is interesting for a state that had a very long history of being a Republican stronghold. And it's certainly one of those Western states where I think politicians of both parties tend to have a slightly more libertarian bend. Libertarians tend to do, as in Libertarian Party candidates, tend to do better in the Southwest in general. So third parties are a thing in the Southwest in terms of they can affect the vote. In 2016, no, not significantly, though it could have mattered a touch, especially with McMullen and Gary Johnson. But that's more important in Utah, Colorado, and New Mexico than it is in Nevada. As well as Arizona. Well, can't forget Arizona. So we'll obviously take a look at other swing states as we progress, and I'm debating whether or not to talk about New Mexico, considering Trump's insistence on campaigning there, but okay. Well, like I said, we'll talk about that one, maybe. I don't know yet. But Nevada is kind of just one of those Southwest swing states, kind of like Arizona and Colorado, where, yes, it's been moving towards the Democrats for quite a few cycles now, and that's likely not going to change. So, anyway, I don't really have much else to say about Nevada. Just watch Washoe County and add in, and remember that polls are probably going to give the Democrats a slight handicap, or are going to favor Republicans a touch more than, say, other states, just because of weird dynamics of Nevada. Anyway, I want to thank everyone for watching. If you like the content, likes, comments, subscriptions, they always do help. And have a nice day. See you next time, and bye-bye.